What better place to talk politics than somewhere already filled with hot air? Nearly 250,000 people attend Gatineau's annual balloon festival, a lot of potential voters to ask about the campaign. We're trying to destroy people's lovely weekend by talking about politics.
Okay.
So have you been paying attention to the federal election campaign?
Not at all.
Not very much, no.
No, on n'est pas trop au courant.
Right. Well, it is the last long weekend of summer. But this whole area is a fascinating part of the electoral bubble as politicians duke it out for a job down there in Parliament. And on the Quebec side of the river, the NDP is surging, expected to build on the 59 of Quebec's 78 seats they already have. Polling suggests they could take 65 Quebec ridings.
I think it's going to be a really interesting election this time to see how many, but especially like Ontario side, see if the Conservatives are going to lose any of their positions.
And that is the question. Across from Gatineau, in eastern Ontario, the Conservatives must hold certain seats to keep government. Campaigns have surprises, and political parties need to react fast, as they did this week when the long-standing Syrian refugee crisis exploded with one photo. A Syrian boy dead on a beach.
We're horrified yesterday to see the pictures of those young children.
This morning we see a little boy getting picked up on a beach. As a dad and a grandfather, it's just unbearable that we're doing nothing.
You know, the first thing that crossed our mind was, remembering our own son Ben at that age.
What should Canada do about streams of refugees fleeing their homeland? A question presented to Ottawa and Gatineau 4 decades ago when thousands escaped Vietnam. Ottawa's mayor was among the first to say her city would take some, 4,000 boat people. 40 years later, some here believe a repeat performance is needed.
The world is kind of a big village and we're all connected together, so that seems to be an issue.
But that sentiment is certainly not universal.
We're using our money to help them, and we're not even able to pretty well help ourselves right now because we're working so hard. And there is a recession coming up, so it's like, guys, let's go help them there. Like we did in Haiti, let's go help them on their land.
There's been talk about, okay, maybe Canada should open its doors, maybe we should do what we did for Vietnamese boat people 40 years ago. You look hesitant.
Very.
And why is that?
Because of the Muslim influence, because of the, what do you call it?
ISIS?
ISIS. I'm very hesitant because of that, whereas the Vietnamese was completely different. There is no comparison.
Your concern is about, I just want to make sure I
about
understand.
Terrorism.
About bringing the
wrong people in, definitely.
I'm from Nigeria, originally from Nigeria, but I love my country. And those people, they still love their countries. So instead of bringing them to Canada or to the US or to Europe, they should help to stabilize their own country, stop the wars.
These are the ups and downs of politics. And chatting with people here in Gatineau makes you realize how issues can get murky, how migrants, recession, and terrorism enter into a single discussion. This weekend, though, such serious thoughts are largely put aside, at least for those with a view that can't be beat. David Coleman, CBC News, Gatineau, Quebec.